Hello guys, how's it going? That podcast went on for a little longer than expected, but we're about to begin. So this is mainly going to be a fairly relaxed stream today, of just slowly going through some of the 2.1 storyline and trying to catch up. You're Unlimited and Farples, how's it going? Sound back on. I like my character. I think I did well with the design. I really enjoyed the end of 2.1. So, where we left off, we'd been asked to go check around. I can't quite remember why. I accidentally talked to Urianger because I started the Odin quest line. I've started a few quest lines to pick up a few extra bits, but I'm kind of just wanting to put a lot of that to the side so we can plough through the story. Right, your boy Benny? So this one's going to be a fairly chill one. I've received a lot of gifts lately, but Papalimo keeps making me send them back. It wouldn't be so bad, but some of them are really nice. I mean, very abandon your principles nice, you know. None can deny that we would benefit from more support, but if it comes at the cost of our principles. Neutrality was a never delicate matter. I've lost count of the times I've had to explain to people that our allegiances need not necessarily lie in the same place as our headquarters. Mind you, if we are to sell our services for Gil, we might as well declare our fealty to Uldar now and have done with it. I'm quite sure Uda would enjoy the bribes. You doing okay, Thancred? You had a rough time last stream. Fortune begets power, and power fortune. That we, and especially you, have power is beyond doubt. The question is what to do with it. You may be interested to know that there is a growing belief among the refugees that Alamigo could be liberated, if only Scions would commit their strength to the cause. So I'm guessing one of the quest lines in this section is probably going to be to deal with the Alamigo. So keep building them up. Yet theirs is but one of many causes. We stand at a crossroads, Eri. Each path is paved with good intentions, but where they lead us astray, where they lead us is far from clear. And what you got to say, Stoller? Recall you are meeting with the Admiral. Shortly after the Lamenton sent word of the summon of Titan. They mayhap also recall my words to our host. I said unto Melviv there. How people have broken the treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen had responded justly. That we had not been called to intervene in the conflict which she himself invited, and I spoke in short and truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because owing to no allegiance to Limpsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Limpsas to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified the actions. I'm kind of interested to look into the beast tribes. I've got the quests open, but I've not got around to doing them yet. Upon this subject, Memphilia can expect a similar reply. Many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish it entirely. Is that everyone in here? Just Alphino left to go. I've heard this is quite the slog to get through a lot of these things. So we're just going to hopefully get through them at a brisk pace. The plan is I'll do one stream today and get as far in as I can. And then we're going to be doing 2 to 3 hours every day. Maybe a bit of a longer stream tomorrow, but it'll probably be very early for American viewers, because I'll start at midday. We'll try and get to the back end of Leviathan by tomorrow. Then we want to get to... I'd kind of like to get 2.5 nearly done by Thursday, if we can. And the situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organisation's future. That would seem I've reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time that I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Come along, Eri. Alphino, Eri, it's all to miss. You desired counsel, and so you shall have it, Memphilia. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave Uldar. Oh, we're getting a new place. Must do what? Where has his sister gone? She's been gone for like most of the story. I was kind of expecting to show up by the end. So long as we remain in Uldan territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organisation to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. My outfit looks way too cool to be hanging with this lot, although I don't know if I quite like the Ironworks set. Surely you realise that they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an F-right. Yeah, please just give us the F-right, I don't care. They know full well how beneficial one be to our cause. Did they write this whole thing knowing that people were fed up of it? Which is why it and other favours will be denied unless we cooperate. If Uldar is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place we all agree is to be beyond their borders. Can't we just liberate one of the army camps they had? Mordana. Yeah, Mordana seems an alright place to put it. Well, I didn't quite know that Mordana wasn't held by anyone. Remnant's told to be precise. It lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we need. By way of additional benefit, it also frequents a veritable legion of adventurers. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Uldar and our people over the years. I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observed, we have invaluable ties with the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Uldar is our home, Alphana. To cast aside everything we've built, to start anew, you've only been here 5 years, it's not that bad. The decision is yours to make. Antecedent, I ask only that you recall with the shared purpose with which we first moved us to the Founder Science. The Squid has again, which moved you to found the path of the 12 ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much a family as... That'll be all, Alpha now. Ooh, nice, well done. I love me a Derriere. I need to finish painting mine. I'm getting the plasma arms for my Derriere at some point. I'm sure you have familial affairs of your own to attend to. And Shal has a go. Your concern is most generous, but no. I left in the hands of men better suited to the task. I could not very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. What do we need from this? We could just take the money. That money's terrible. God, these rewards are really shit. We'll go for that one. Yeah, just get slightly better earrings. So I've managed to get, apart from the belt, I think, yeah, I've got full ironworks now. I did one more run of Praetorian to get it. So we want... I want to avoid side missions at the moment. Unless anyone in chat knows that recurring problems are useful one to do. Once again, Memphilia appears to be lost in Fort. Well, I imagine that one's probably to unlock the... That one probably unlocks the EX version of Primals. I've not pre-ordered Shadowbringers yet. I'll be pre-ordering when I get closer to... Well, I won't be pre-ordering, I'll be getting it when I get closer to... needing to get the sword? What's the one after Heaven's Ward? Swordbreakers? No. Heaven's Ward... Stormbringers, that was it. Stormblood. Stormbringers. God, Jesus Christ. Forgetting everything. Leave Uldar, has it truly come to this? Oh, pray attend to Alphana. He's engaged in some business or other that requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphana waits for you and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him I shall have his answer in due time. Yeah, although I don't seem to be having issues with my levelling up. It might be helpful for my secondary classes. That's a good team to take, Squid, although you'll be on a rough end with Grey Knights. They're really not in a good spot in 40k. It'll be nice and fluffy. So, also, I've unlocked a few dungeons that we're going to need to do at some point. I've got Wanderer's Palace, which I've not done yet. Amderpool Keep, and then I've got Cofferbell, Hawk, and Halatalium Hard. I've also got the quest to do Tamtara, but we need to rewatch the cutscene. Most I noticed the cutscene had an actual story behind it. I put that to one side. It's going alright, Jake. Ooh, don't need to go. I need to talk to Alpha now. Confound it, she knows what must be done, but still she hesitates. All because of those fanciful rumours. I should explain. Memphilia's mother, well, adopted mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Flaumyn was her name, though you may know her as the songstress of Uldar. She was a performer of singular talent, and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlemagne minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculations. Oh, we've also got Hildebrand to do at some point, but I've decided I'll save Hildebrand to go between Leviathan and starting up Ramuh's stuff. And then I might put Odin between. Leave to Odin if I don't think I'll get into King Moggle this stream, and we'll do Odin either at the end of this stream or at the end of next one. Memphilia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but Flamin's is it Flamin's? Yeah, Flamin's absence stretched on for months into years. She saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently at any rate. For whatever reason, rumours have once again begun to circulate that Flamin is well and alive. I've heard some of the hard ones are really good. Especially Tamtara's are meant to be a very good one. Alas, they have served to rekindle an irrational hope in Philia that now clouds her judgment. This talk of Uldar as a home and of insurmountable difficulties in moving to Morgana is no more than an expression of our unwillingness to go. She's useless and now she's holding us back. Nonsense in a word, but until the tales of Flamin's miraculous preservation have been categorically disproved, I fear she will remain lost to reason. That being the case, I propose we set about disproving them post-haste. Let's see how fanciful claims stand up to investigation. One of the most recent of these crop of rumours came to us by the way of Father Iliad. Questioning for me, I shall look into another alleged sighting following on. So we need to head over to... that's by... yeah, Camp Drybone. Wonder how long each of these parts are. Someone said I could sort of crack them out about 2 to 3 hours for each one. Ah, this mount has the best music. I think he should be in here. Yeah, there he is. Good evening to you, Eri. Alfred told me to expect you. Now, you are doubtless eager to ask me certain questions, but before you do, I must stress that I myself did not see Flamin. though I very much wish I had. I merely hearkened unto a tale of a mourner who came to stay with us. He is still here if you wish to hear it yourself. You'll find him in the lich yard, I should think. I'm kind of wondering how bad this questline is going to be compared to how much I've been warned of how much I'm going to hate it. I didn't actually find the Titan questline too bad. It was a bit annoying, but it wasn't actually the worst thing. I saw Flamen, just as clear as I see you now. And yes, I'm sure it was her before you ask. I could never forget a woman like that. It was 7 summers ago when I first set eyes on her. I still remember it as if it was yesterday. I'm happy to report that years have only made her more beautiful. Where did I? Costa del Sol. She's given lessons to Gigaruji's woman, and her voice, God's her voice. That soft tinkling bells resonated in my very soul. Ooh, there's Rio. Hi Rio. I dare not say how a song's touched me. Right, so off to Costa del Sol. So probably have Rio running along with us. Well, I've got the... I think it is 100. I think the main quest line is 180. Thank you for the follow, Akram. But yeah, these next few streams I don't imagine are going to be like the most jam-packed like some of the previous streams have been. It's just going to be me going from quest to quest, trying to get these done at a good pace. But it looks to be probably about 80 to 90, I'd imagine. I've heard that when we hit 2.3, which is when the Ramu stuff happens, that's when it'll pick up. So 2.3, 2.4 and 2.5 are very good. So I'm probably going to leave as much as that to Thursday, because I can do a long stream on Thursday to try and plough through them. It's just the Thorn March and the Leviathan ones are meant to be a bit slow. I doubt I'd recognise someone I barely knew whom I hadn't seen in 7 years. But there's even the slightest possibility that Flamen yet lives. Do we not owe it to Memphilia to pursue it? Get more earrings. Any of these got... Ah, these are all the magic ones. Take those ones. Yeah, I've heard a lot of this is going to pay off in the future. Based on the little bits I know of where it goes, I know Shiva's a really good fight. I know Ramu's got a lot of implications for story. And I know the 2.5 stuff, the Steps of Faith, is basically just for Heaven's Ward. Where are we going? Costa del Sol? I know we've got to pick up a quest from him. I see so many quest markers that I kind of ignore them. Flowers for one. Oh fuck, clicked the wrong one. So, if this woman resembling Flamen was employed at Costa del Sol, then that's where you should go. I will inform Alphino of these latest developments. You need only concern yourself with the search. Master Gigaruji should remember you from your past engagements, so I suggest you waste no time. And Costa. Just run around. I might end up putting some music on in the background, just some relaxing video game music, just so we're not constantly on with the sort of world music on loop. It's Cormac as well. Well, whereabouts is he? What do you unlock? I'm guessing Titan Hard? Carlo, I should have to thank Drylights for as good as his word. He promised he'd find you. I'm lucky to have such friends. What can I say? In the company of heroes, you keep good company. And that's what I need your help with. This is going to be Brayflock's Hard, isn't it? I'm just going to skip through these because I don't think they're quite too important. Yeah, I imagine let's just now go to unlock Brayflocks. Look at this Chad. You will never be as cool as this guy, chat. Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Mick. Nikoti Muse, why have you forsaken me? Titan's Bane, Eri, what brings you to my humble resort? Flamen, you mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us till so very recently, the strongest of Uldar, egads woman. If I had known, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Well, an exaggeration for dramatic effect. As to her current whereabouts, I recall that she mentioned Wineport. But there's no need to pursue her, my friend. When she tires of her rough way of living, she will make her way straight for Costa del Sol, and fling herself into my waiting arms, flushes and breathless. So is this now over to Wineport? Yeah, I'm basically just expecting this to be, yeah, it's a slog, but not quite as bad as people say. That's not the right guy. In here. Oh no, this is a different one, isn't it? Well, if isn't Eri the saviour of Wineport, to what do I owe the pleasure? Ah yes, we did receive a customer of matching description. She was a delight to behold. To give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly. I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with my tastings, you understand. Alright, Spirit, how's it going? Just sort of slowly going through things? If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer, given that even I could smell a woman from a mile. I dare say he could smell her from a 10. Is he not over here anymore? Guessing I've got to go up here? Yeah, flowers for one. Young bar. You want to know if I've seen a Makoti? I keep forgetting how to pronounce that. Last by the name of Flamen, I wish. I haven't seen the last of any description for far too bloody long, excepting you, of course. And next up is back down there. Wonder if it's faster to just mount up constantly. Yeah, it's slightly faster. I see you've had many grand adventures since last we spoke. Eri, you must share with me sometimes. Makoti. The girl from a little while ago, one does not forget a perfume like that, so robust and intoxicating, yet simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much as we spoke. She's complimented my powers of observation, and asked me where she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road to the Raincatcher Gully, and then head east after crossing the second bridge. Okay? So we're going back near that guy's house. No, that's a different mission. We'll go hand that one in while we're going. No idea why it unlocks. Yeah, I just wish Sprint wasn't on such a long cooldown. I don't get why it's quite that long. Like it's 60 seconds? I think even like 45 or 30 would be fine. Yeah, this will unlock hard mode of this one. Goodly Uplander is here to give lent hand to gobby flocks of brave flocks. Uplander's tonguey flaps make for a happy gobby. Ooh, thank you for the follow, wrist fan. Or wrist fan. Brave flocks ear catch enemy foot noise. Illuminati want brave flocks' secret. Dirty take they try and try. Psh. Stinky Sweet's secret recipe. Brayflox can give Gobby friend Brayflox's cheese as most tasty fresh, and now Gobbyflox is hunted Gobby. Brayflox is no cheese maker. Brayflox free cheese recipe from the Illuminati. kind of. So the goblins have an Illuminati in this. Brayflox free cheese recipe from Illuminati. Cheese is Gobby birthright. No Gobby die make Illuminati cheese lords. But now we want to make Brayflox dead Gobby. Brayflox help Uplander lend a hand in past time, yes. Mighty Rockman full of Gobby hop help, yes. Now time has come for lend hand to Brayflox's Iron Fist. I'm kind of interested if all the beast tribes have the different primal, what the primal for the goblins are. They're like tech, so there might be could be Alexander. Probably make most sense if it was Alexander. What are the other tech themed ones? Can't think of too many. Because for the Ixali have Garuda. Titan was the Kobolds. Oh, Omega's one. It could be Omega. Kuja, how's it going? Right, so we finally found you. Let's see what you got to say. I'm in your debt, stranger. I did not realise my activities had aroused the Gobu's ire until it was too late. That always can be used to make a perfume, you see, and I... Did you have a disappointing daughter? Flamin, I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? Hey, it's Alphino. Typical. Of all the many leads, yours obviously had to be the one which bore fruit. I don't know why I bother. The songstress of Uldar, I presume, Nymphilia, or I should say Asilia, is looking for you. Asilia? You are a very picture of health, my lady, yet the world thinks you dead. Oh, it is actually. I was kind of expecting it to be a mimic or something. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavours to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You will be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Nymphilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me. More than you know. But tell me, sojourns in the forests of Lunoscra side. When exactly will be the right time? Yeah, I did a couple of my duties got me back into Praetorian. I had a shit ton from the first one. I think the only thing missing is the belt. We're going to be running with ironworks till I can afford to buy my next set. I've already started getting a few bits. When I deem it so, do you imagine I travelled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to intrusion, I came in to harvest these flowers for use of perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity? Or would you interrogate me further? I don't quite get this character. I don't think I trust what she's saying. My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have that which we came for, might we continue this investigation in safer locale? Wineport, say? Let's settle to Wineport. I don't know, I feel like there's something going on here. This seems like a very small plot to be doing. Unless this is what people mean by all the quests are kind of small and pointless. Like if this ends with, well, I'll talk to her later. Yeah, I need to finish levelling my paladin. What is my paladin at the moment? My paladin is at level 36. Did a run with Pat at the Brayflox beforehand, and I think I disappointed him in my tanking abilities. this is not at all how I envisioned it. Having been appraised of our situation, Lady Flemings consented to plead our case to Minfilia regarding to bring their mum to tell her to move out of the house. Right. However, she'll only do so once her perfume is complete. Moreover, she insists that we aid her in getting the final ingredient. So do the small fetch quest. What do you want? Ooh, what are these? Gatherers? Ooh, these might be useful. Could use those in my gathering class. Believe me when I tell you that I'm every bit as eager to return to Vesper Bay as you are. Oh, is she going to stick around in Vesper Bay? There is work to be done ere that, however, so listen well. I did, but what happened was we got to the dragon at the end and I couldn't find a location to pull it. Well, first I forgot it had the mechanic of if it stands in poison it heals, because I've only done Brave Flax once, and two, I was doing a bad job of pulling it out of the poison. I was sort of running out of room. I require pristine salamander oil. Oil is pure, can only be obtained from the belly of a garangach, notoriously elusive species of wavekin native to Bronze Lake. Elusive, I say, yet no less sensible to the allure of the right bait. In this instance, it be freshly slain mud puggles. 3 placed at the water's edge should suffice. Okay. Over to Bronze Lake. Well, I'll probably pick. When can I pick up Astrologian? Or Astrologian, however people want to pronounce it. I'll say Astrologian. People can fight me over it. Where do we need to go for this? Down there. Yeah, well, when we ran it before they pulled it straight out. Heaven's Ward, I have to wait till then. Right, so I'll pick that up then. I'll also be doing the Dark Knight missions at some point. I'll probably save them actually. I'll save them for right when I'm about to go into Shadowbringers. It's one. Yeah, I liked Astrologian. I've also got to probably pick up some other healers later on. Yeah, I just wasn't paying too much attention. Although, I will also have comments about the healer we had on that one. There was a few moments where I was getting a little bit scared of how close to death I was getting. I didn't die, so it was fine. Right, now where are we up to next? Yeah, I'll probably be picking up a few different healers. Because for me, part of the way that will keep healers a lot more interesting is if I have a few to hand. I would have to stay. I think for me, the comfortable spot that I can be in tanking is probably about, if I'm above, I think 25% health. If I start getting under that, I'll start panicking and using cooldowns. I prefer to be at 50% probably. But once I start getting too much below that, I start panicking. So that was pretty simple. Back to Wineport. I can't think of many DPSs I want to do. I've got Dragoon. I'll pick up Dancer. I'll probably pick up others as I go. I might pick up Machinist because I like the aesthetic. Understand it is of the utmost importance that I finish this perfume before I accompany you. Why? I don't quite get why this is so important. Once again, I am in your debt. I distill the flower oils in your absence, all that remains is there, ready so? And so am I. It's time we went to see my daughter. Pray return to waking sands. Yeah, I'm never sure how much I should overpull. And sometimes I have issues of pulling where I'll start pulling them and then I'll head towards the next group. I'm not sure if the group I just pulled is going to follow me. So I'm kind of worried I'll pull one group, get to the next one, and the rest of the group will just stay on the previous one. Arcanists. Yeah, I normally check the healer. We had one though, I did a run in, I think it's Italia or whatever it is, where we had a DPS who was sprinting through the dungeon faster than I could keep up, but we had two brand new. We had a fresh healer and a fresh DPS who'd never done it before. And I was trying to explain how to do the mechanics, and they were just shouting no, DPS through things. And I was kind of worried we were going to fail that one. Sometimes DPS who get a little aggressive scare me. I'm fine with them occasionally pulling. Yeah, but I would have been fine letting the DPS die, but I didn't want the healer and the other fresh person to have to deal with it. And Destin, you have a guest. Larmin? That's Seela. Yeah, I went for a funky skin colour on mine. I haven't seen a like this in years, Eri. Oh, also I had another one in Hawk Manor. We had a ninja with us. The ninja decided to start, because I was going a little bit slow because we also had two green people then. They decided to, you know, when you get to the point where they're the two floating people, they decided to run off and pull them and pull both of them into the healers, and I couldn't grab them fast enough, and I also couldn't stun the two of them. I never truly believed it when you told me you were dead, but what kept you away for so long? The Imperials came for me as I knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endangered you and our cause. I couldn't think of a better way to grant you freedom and continue our work. Right, I can pop on, but I can't consistently read. So yeah, we'll do a quick dungeon after this. Although, which one would be good to do? We've got a few hard ones to do. Can't believe Ophelia actually did something for once. Was this character more important in 1.0? I can't tell how much of 1.0 actually carried over or how many are in between characters. Ophelia, stop moping and move out. Yeah, I'll grab you and Rhea. We'll grab a few people and run one. Which one of these is useful? Take that one. Right, we'll quickly grab some people and we'll run a dungeon. Anyone wants in? Friends list. Let's grab Rio. Anyone else want in who's on? We need to work out which one to do, because we've unlocked Brayflox, Halatali, Hawk and Copperbell. We've also got Andenpour and the other ones. Nishal, yeah, what's your name? Because we've got a healer and a DPS. The hard ones are still 4-person content, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, people just say their name, I'll add them in. That's quite the tricky name. And we just need one more DPS if they want to join. Rio, have you done any of the hard mode ones yet? Because we can avoid that one if you want. And do one you haven't done. Kinda want to do Hawk Manor. Yeah, let's pick Hawk. Just ask the free company if anyone wants in. Gallows said to invite. Let's go. I've not tried this one before.